Hello Nistas, welcome back to the channel. I want to thank you guys for coming back to the channel. Today we are going to talk about my week 2 layering combinations for the month of May. So if you're interested, stay tuned. Alright Nistas, so starting off with my lip color today. Today I am wearing one of my Sephora brand lip tint felt liners. And this is in the color Rosewood Trace. And I topped it off with an Edam gloss, and this is in the color Chateau Rose. And my fragrance highlight of the day is this pretty fragrance here, and this is Flower Girl's Pretty Peony. So that's the highlight of the fragrance combination today. Starting the week of May 10th. That Sunday, you guys, so all I put on was this Missing Person, and this was Mother's Day, and this combination reminds me so much of my grandmother. This was Missing Person body oil and the rose gel. I picked this up at an SAS, and it's pretty cool. I like it because you can put it like in your hot spots, and it's pretty cool. We didn't do anything. My husband ordered takeout and gave me my gifts home because during the holidays, you guys, it is just so uncomfortable for me in public spaces. It seems like it's too crowded. The food and the service is not acceptable to me, so we just tend to stay at home during those days. So that's the fragrance combination I had on Mother's Day. All right, moving on into that Monday, you guys, I really vibe with that Missing Person. Missing Person is a beautiful musky fragrance, you guys, that I really do like, and it pairs really well with a soft floral like a rose or jasmine. Really enjoy this scent, you guys. Like I said, this does remind me of my grandmother, not because it's Missing Person, but because I think my grandmother probably wore something. I asked her before she transitioned what was that she wore when I was a little girl, and she just kind of gave me a rundown, and she said Javon's musk. So this is a musky fragrance, so I guess it smells similar to that. I don't know, but I use the oil and I use the actual fragrance. The dent is real. I don't think I've ever shared I know I've never shared a decan of this, so I really enjoy this, and this is a fragrance that I will keep in the collection. All right, moving on into Tuesday, you guys. I started off with my Brown Sugar Babe Oil Sweet Thang. Very candy forward, berry sweet, tarty type of, what is this? Anything to distract Miss ADHD. All right, so sweet thing. So I started off with that, and then I went in with this Smurfberry Fenty body butter. This does have a sweet berry tarty scent. It is not one of my favorites as far as the fragrance, but I do love the shimmer that it provides. So I picked this up during the Smurf collaboration with Fenty Beauty, and I went in with the Pinkberry Cloud Fine Fragrance Mist. This is the Libra. This was the Zodiac collection, and the Pinkberry Cloud, it has fragrance notes of strawberry spun sugar, marshmallow fluff, and crisp air. This smells really nice. The fragrance that I wore on that day was Candy No. 4 by Kosmala. This is a sweet pink sugary candy type of fragrance with the airy musky undertone to it that is just really good. So that was the fragrance combination for Tuesday. All right, moving on into Wednesday, you guys. I started off with the Just Peachy body oil from Brown Sugar Babe. Next sale, I am going to get me another one because I do really enjoy this peach note. So I started with that. Then I wanted to try the little smooth body smoothie from Bath and Body Works. I picked this up with a free reward, and this is Zesty Peach. Out of all of them, you guys, and the peach is not even my favorite mist. This was my favorite body cream. The mist and the complementing body smoothies, they don't really pair up really well as far as the scent note, in my opinion. This is the only one that I liked. So I went in with this, and this peach is, it's more of an authentic peach to me. Like, this is more of like a candy peach rings peach, but to me this is more of like what you smell with the actual fruit, with the fuzzy skin, the juiciness in the fruit, the greenness in the fruit. That's what you get from this. So I do like this, and I probably will pick up another one just to have in my collection. Then I went in with the Peach Skin Fine Fragrance Mist by Phlur. And because KayAli fragrances tend to need just a little help, some of them, not all of them, some of them are really, really good. But this one I noticed needs a little help. So what I did was I went in with my Molecule 01, and it is very good for a primer because what it does is enhance the body pheromones, and I think it is just great to use as a primer for other fragrances to have a barrier and hold on to. And the highlight was the Eden Sweet Peach, one of the latest from KayAli. And because I'm trying to use this up, I went in with the Vanille Soli Notes. I just need space in my cabinet, so I just went in with that, and because of that reason, I'm just going to spread. It's just a vanilla note on top every day until it's gone. So that was the fragrance combination, you guys, for Wednesday. Now moving on into Thursday, you guys, I started off with the Soft Girl Era body oil from Honey Bee Apothecary, and this is said to be inspired by Commodity Milk. So Commodity Milk is another one of those skin type scents, and it just about pairs with anything, so I just decided to use it as an oil. And the body moisturizer I used was the Fenty Butter Drop, and this is in the scent Citrus Sorbet. Smells really nice. And the Fine Fragrance Mist that I used was something that I really, really enjoyed when I first got into the Bath and Body Works stuff. And this is called Sunshine Mimosa. And this has fragrance notes of bright, bubbly champagne and fresh citrus. And the two fragrances that I used, you guys, I went in with the Clementine Dream, which to me is more of an earthy, airy, morning freshness type of citrus. And I topped it off with the Tangerine Boy, which to me smells like the actual fruit tangerine. So that was the fragrance combination for Thursday. All right, moving on into Friday, you guys, I was in a pink, powdery, sugary, girly, playful mood. So I started off with the Brown Sugar Babe Cloud 9, one of my favorites from Brown Sugar Babe. This is a fruity, marshmallowy, airy, and I think this has some sandalwood in it that just grounds it so well. So I went in with this body oil. The body butter that I used was the Guava Getaway from Fenty Buda. They do have this out again this year. I don't know if they have it in this big size. They do have it in a kit. You get a lip gloss with, I think the size is probably this size. I saw that on Sephora, just to let you know if you didn't get your hands on this last summer. But I really do enjoy anything Fenty. And the fragrances that I wore Kirky by Mason Francis Kurkdjian. Probably one of the most disliked fragrances, but I really like this fragrance. It has such a nostalgia to it. I can say as the fragrance gets cabinet life in my collection, it does get better. To me, because this fragrance, I don't think it was designed to be a powerhouse fragrance, especially if it was something inspired by his childhood. I couldn't envision a child smelling like Guidance or Creed Aventus for Men. Overly power. full, but I do think that he did a really great job with this, and I like this fragrance. So I topped it off with the Yum Bougie Marshmallow just to add an extra touch of marshmallow. So that was the fragrance combination for Friday. Now moving on into Saturday, I had to go to a homegoing celebration. My husband and I went to a homegoing celebration, and you guys, I started off with my iconic Brown Sugar Babe oil, which is inspired by Leonora from Mind Games. This is such a beautiful, very highly projecting, very wide sillage fragrance, but it's soft at the same time, you guys. It's not a beast mode fragrance, but trust me, you will get noticed. So I started off with these two, and that's what my plan was. And then after my husband came in here and put all his mixtures of everything on, it just kind of drowned me out. So I did smell a whiff of this on him, so I put some of this in the hot spots just to kind of complement what he was wearing. And this is Elves by Louis Vuitton. So that was the fragrance combination for Saturday. So you guys, I want to thank you. Those were the fragrance layering combinations for the month of May. I greatly appreciate you. I'll see you guys in the next video. And do not forget, you, yes you are great. Bye-bye.